But I just wanted to say hi to everybody. I think I'm going to try this up here. Yeah, that's better. And I'm parked in front of a house I just had to do appraisal work on. But I wanted just to say hi and, I don't know, just tell you everybody, thanks for joining me, in the chat, in Roberta's chat. And I think it's going to be quite interesting to, wait, that's my hand. Sorry, I got to put the volume up in the truck. So it's going to be quite, I don't know, entertaining maybe tomorrow. It's the wrong word, but each side gets 2 hours for closing arguments. So the state will kind of have an hour and a half and then a half-hour rebuttal. A rebuttal, so it goes state, then defense, and then state again. What we learned today, I went into the media room after I walked out of the courtroom, and I said, what is the over-under? What does anyone think the over-under would be on the jury deliberation? And they were like 3 hours. I was like, okay. And then I was like, well, tomorrow it should be kind of just around the same timing as what Charlie's was, right? Just lunch, and then you come back, and then you have a response. You have a guilty verdict. I like to think positive. And then her name's Chucha. She said, she could change her mind and testify tomorrow. I was like, she could? I said, I don't think she can. I said, God, what a way to ruin, what a way to piss off a jury. And you can. So Court TV said it had happened before where a defendant had changed their mind and then chose to testify, or changed their mind and chose not to testify. So both have happened. And so I checked it. I checked it on Grok, which is the ChatGPT for Twitter. And it said, yeah, you can. So there is a chance, all but minute, right, that she could have, as wishy-washy as her defense has been, that she could come back and say, nope, I want to testify for myself. Ooh. So anyway, that's really all I had to say, was think about that. I can't really respond to the chat the way I normally would because I'm in my truck, but I'm just saying hi to everyone. It's just been a really good experience to sit through a full trial. I think I've missed 3 hours. We chose not to go to Metro Deli today because the Scarvies were there and I just didn't want to deal with it, and neither did they. So we went to a place called the Hayward House, which was really nice. And that's really all I have. I think it's kind of ignorant of Zelman, which I think he's ignorant to begin with, but to continue to blame the gallery for his misfortunes in the courtroom. It's not us, dude. But that's the same thing that Daniel Rashbaum did towards the end of Charlie's trial, was the same thing. It's not a new tactic. It's the same tactic. It's just an annoying tactic. So, yeah, all the tea on the peanut gallery. I don't really have tea other than Juror 5, who was the juror who had the twin who stole his identity. He didn't like either of those divorce attorneys. He's been divorced. He did not like it. He definitely looked fondly on Sarah Catherine Dugan. I think they all really do. Because she was the opening, right? She was the opening, so that's who they built rapport for. I think we've all agreed that every time Zelman, we all started laughing, and the jury started laughing when he tried to object and he was told no. Or a sidebar. He asked for a sidebar and the judge told him no. It's just getting old. And they still, even, to me, let's pretend I'm psychopathic and that's my mother up there. You've had a year and a half plus to prepare this woman, whether she's going to testify or not. And she hasn't even prepared. And you have a Charlie who was so prepared, right? He was just so prepared. So it's just, he was so scripted. He was so prepared. So it was just really odd for me to know that they literally said out loud, we talked to her about remaining silent, but we didn't talk to her about if she chose to testify. No preparation. None. So that's probably why she doesn't feel confident to testify. Now that could be ineffective counsel. I don't know. But someone said, I think it was Jackie St. Germain said, let me go back. Jackie St. Germain said Georgia was thirsting for blood. Oh yeah, she went out. I mean, Linda Bailey, when I looked her up, I can't wear this and talk to you, but she is a huge expert in family law, like renowned, so to speak. I don't think so, but whatever. To me, she had the personality of a brain surgeon because like she just has no compassion, and $30,000 is nothing, $80,000 is nothing. Like she just has no compassion, and I don't think it read well with the jury at all. But she is the expert, but Georgia diminished her quickly. I mean, the woman didn't even have an answer. How do you you mean to tell me the litigants shouldn't have that emotion because you don't have the emotion? It was odd. Very, very odd to me. 5 more minutes, 5 more minutes. So anyway, that's all I really had. I just wanted to say hi and tell you I'll be on tomorrow. I'll be there all day. I gave up the radio this week because I didn't know when I'd be available, so I just passed on radio. But yeah, 5 more minutes. Zelman's comment on the gallery being noisy and laughing. Yeah, because you're an idiot. I mean, you can't completely control human nature. And you keep asking for leeway. The guy in front of me thinks it's a complete play. Like, he thought the whole thing regarding letting Tim Kelly in, I would love to find out from Tim Kelly if the defense told him he could be in that courtroom, because that's a different experience. So I don't know. Tim Kelly and I don't have that relationship, but I would love to know, because it really put Tim in a bad spot and it was very unfair. He didn't know. But if they told him to sit there, then they knew. And then that was intentional. So Raven's hiding. Raven is a complete admin, doing an admin overhaul right now for all these bots that are coming in. It's very different coming directly to YouTube than StreamYard. Very different. You can see all the bots. John Smith said he finally got a notification. Well, this is spontaneous. I'm sitting out in front of a house I just appraised, but I wanted to do this because I have an event tonight, which I usually do have Wednesday night. I have a thing, so I won't be able to come on. But I just wanted to say hi and just thank you. Just thank you for sticking with me throughout this trial. And I was talking to another gallery member, and I think we're going to have a Trivial Pursuit. Like, I think there's so much fun, like not like Trivial Pursuit, but we'll do a trivia game maybe this weekend and think of a prize that I can give you. But I think it would be super cool because there's so much minutia in this trial that I think it would be super fun. And pick 4 people to, well, 3 people. 3 people to be in it and have a little fun on some trivia. So let me know if you're interested, and go from there, okay, everybody? So thank you all so much. Thank you, Raven, for blocking the fools. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go because people are looking at me sideways when I'm in front of this house. They know I'm not their neighbor. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.